Hey everyone, I just wanted to jump on here and give you a quick book recommendation in case you were looking for something to read that you may have never thought of before. This is an oldie, but a goodie, and I'm actually surprised that most of the people that I talk to about it have never read it before. Actually, a lot of them have never even heard of it before. So if you've heard of it, if you've read it, great. It's The Phantom Tollbooth by Norton Juster. If you've never read it before, hopefully by the time I'm done this recommendation, your interest will be piqued enough that you'll want to pick up a copy for yourself. I read this book for the first time, I think, when I was about 10 years old, and to be honest, I did not understand it enough to really appreciate it. But I have now read it for about 5 years in a row to grade 5 students, and it never fails to be a favorite with them, no matter the group. It's always a favorite with the kids, and it's a favorite for myself over and over again. It's captivating, unique, and just really full of surprises, which is amazing considering I believe it was written in the 60s. So it's not a new book, but it's definitely a classic. Norton Juster, the author, admits that The Phantom Tollbooth is the result of procrastination. Putting off important things until the very last minute. And of course, I know we never do that, right? I know I never do that. In fact, the opening lines of this book read like this: There was once a boy named Milo who didn't know what to do with himself, not just sometimes, but always. Wherever he was, he wished to be somewhere else, and when he got there, he wondered why he'd even bothered. Nothing really interested him, least of all the things that should have. And I think this is maybe a feeling that a lot of us have encountered, and maybe not just with ourselves, but with kids or kids that we've encountered as well, right? Boredom. One of the great beauties of this story is that it creates excitement from the ordinaries of everyday life. The whole premise, actually, is based around teaching a young boy the importance of learning and that it can be fun. It teaches that there is purpose in everything, even the mundane, even if you can't see it yet or don't understand it right now. There is rhyme and reason to the rhythm of life, even in the doldrums. All of this will make more sense when you read it. In 2019, actually, an author named Rihanna published an article online where she outlines the 9 best lessons that we can learn from the Phantom Tollbooth. I've included the link to the article in the description if you want to check it out. They are all great lessons. They're all great points. But my favorite is life lesson number 3, which she titles, Ask Why Not More Often. The author Rihanna says this, and I quote, We are usually taught that we should always have a reason for doing something. And that is not bad advice at all, but what if you never explore new things or follow your intuition simply because you could not yet come up with a good enough reason to do so? Well, if you cannot come up with a why, see if you can come up with a why not. And if not, you have no reason not to. Simple, right? I think I like this suggestion. Anyway, I highly recommend giving this book a read, especially if you have someone that you can read it out loud to, because it does really make a great read aloud. And I think maybe even it might make a little bit more sense reading it out loud to people and discussing it as you go. But for now, I will leave you with this excerpt from Norton Juster's The Phantom Tollbooth. This is towards the end of the book in the chapter called Castle in the Air. You must never feel badly about making mistakes, explained Reason quietly, as long as you take the trouble to learn from them. For you often learn more by being wrong for the right reasons than you do by being right for the wrong reasons. But there's so much to learn, he said with a thoughtful frown. Yes, that's true, admitted Rhyme. But it's not just learning things that's important. It's learning what to do with what you learn and learning why you learn things at all that really matters. That's just what I mean, explained Milo, as Talk and the exhausted bug drifted quietly off to sleep. Many of the things I'm supposed to know seem so useless that I can't see the purpose in learning them at all. You may not see it now, said the Princess of Pure Reason, looking knowingly at Milo's puzzled face. But whatever we learn has a purpose, and whatever we do affects everything and everyone else, if even in the tiniest ways. Why, even a housefly, When it flaps his wings, a breeze goes around the world. When a speck of dust falls to the ground, the entire planet weighs a little more. And when you stamp your foot, the earth moves slightly off its course. Whenever you laugh, gladness spreads like the ripples in a pond. And whenever you're sad, no one anywhere can be really happy. And it's much the same thing with knowledge, for whenever you learn something new, the whole world becomes that much richer. And remember also, added the Princess of Sweet Rhyme, that many places you would like to see are just off the map, and many things you want to know are just out of sight or a little beyond your reach. But someday you'll reach them all, for what you learn today, for no reason at all, will help you discover all the wonderful secrets of tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and as always, give us a like, subscribe to this channel, and share. Share this with your friends to continue the conversation and to share the love. Thanks, guys.